The notion of Kashi as a city of paradoxes of unity is not only captivating, but also thought provoking in its complexity. Here, the distilled essence of the threshold between the material and the transcendental intervenes with knowledge and wisdom. For centuries, nestled on the banks of Mother Ganga, this city has been a cradle of continued Indian culture. The Holy Land is enriched by the presence of sannyasis, monks, seekers, sadhus, pilgrims, and scholars of traditional arts, all of whom are woven into its fabric, juxtaposed to convey that sense of spiritual multiculturalism, concord, and peace. Under Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's leadership, this initiative aims to position Varanasi not only as a major spiritual center, but also as a vibrant cultural hub that showcases India's rich heritage.
हम उस देश के वासी हैं जिसने दुनिया को युद्ध नहीं बुद्ध दिए हैं शांति का संदेश दिया
Revitalization of Varanasi represents a vibrant facet of India's broader national development strategy, emphasizing the need to preserve and promote the cultural and historical significance of this ancient city. Kashi, also known as Banaras or Varanasi, encapsulates the rich reciprocity between history and modernity, illustrating how cities can preserve their heritage as the oldest continuously inhabited centers in the world while adapting to the contemporary pulse of life. Varanasi's association with the cycle of life and death resonates deeply within the Buddhist thought, as it is situated on the banks of Mother Ganga, a site of both liberation and spiritual upliftment. As we reflect on the legacy of Gautam Buddha and the prophesied coming of Maitreya, we see a continuous thread of spiritual aspiration and renewal.
The Venerable Sariputta asked Buddha to explain regarding the future Buddha. Then Buddha mentioned in the future, by the name of Maitreya, next Buddha is coming. He will take birth in the city of Ketulasi. And the city of Ketulasi in the future will be the city of Varanasi, meaning the Varanasi having different name. During the Buddha's time, among the 16 kingdoms, Khasi, Kosala. Then like that, the Paduma, Utpala, Mandara, Ketumati, Brahmanagara, or Brahmavardhana, these are the names of Varanasi.
As we reflect on the legacy of Gautama the Buddha and the prophesied coming of Maitreya, we see a continuous thread of spiritual aspiration and renewal. In the Buddha Dhamma, time and history are viewed cyclically, with epoch of arising and passing away.
बुद्ध एक तो आए हैं चक्रवर्ती श्रीनारायण भगवान बुद्ध के समय से ही चल रहा है और ये भगवान बुद्ध के समय से चल रहा है। यहाँ कहा गया है कि सारिपुत्र और भगवान बुद्ध के बीच में संवाद है। सारिपुत्र कुछ प्रश्न करते हैं कि भाई भविष्य में क्या होगा जब आपका धर्म का लोप हो जाएगा और इस लोक में अनाचार होगा तब क्या होगा। तब भगवान बुद्ध जो है जो सम्यक संबुद्ध होता है उसके साथ 6 अभिज्ञाएं होती है। 6 अभिज्ञा क्या होती है? वह दिव्य चक्षु होता है यानी डिवाइन आई, वो कहीं भी देख सकता है। दिव्य श्रोत होता है, कहीं वो सुन सकता है। चेतो परियान दूसरे के चित्त को वह जान सकता है, प्रचित ज्ञान होता है उसको। पूर्वे निवासानुसतियान यानी पूर्व जन्मों को उसका भी ज्ञान है और दूसरा जो सामने वाला है उसको भी उसका ज्ञान हो जाता है। खासतौर से इस तरह से जो है विज्ञा है। तो बुद्ध जो है विज्ञा से जुड़े हुए हैं, तो वह वही अविद्या के बल पर वो बतलाते हैं कि आगे ये बुद्ध होंगे।
Perspective shapes the belief that while the arrival of Maitreya is distant, it is a natural part of this cosmic cycle. Thus, the emphasis is on individual spiritual preparation rather than attempting to precipitate this future age, an ongoing promise of hope for humanity. It is said that when the time is right, Maitreya is prophesied to arise.
You can find a huge description in the Nikaya. There, it is very clearly mentioned about the Ketumati. अशीतिवत्स सहस्रायकेषु भिक्खवे मनुष्येषु अयं वाराणसी केतुमती नाम राजधानी प्रतिष्ठति। विद्धा चैव भीता च बहुजना च आकिन्द मनुष्या च सुभिक्षा च। There, a Maitreya takes birth. अशीतिवत्स सहस्रायकेषु भिक्खवे मनुष्येषु मेत्तेयो नाम भगवा लोके उपजिष्यति।
It is said that when the time is right, Maitreya is prophesied to arise. He currently resides in the Tushita heaven, a celestial realm where bodhisattvas await before attaining Buddhahood in the human world.
We often mention Ramarajya, ideal state. So, the Ketumati Nagar will be the ideal city where people will live the life of moral righteousness, the life of compassion, wisdom, peace, and they will have long life. So, Ketumati of the future, Bharat Bhumi, will be the center of earth, and it will be the most ideal capital on the entire earth, which will establish or which will show the path of the righteousness and path of compassion, friendliness, joy, happiness to the entire world.
The
of the enlightened one can arise in the only in the human world. And when the lifespan of the human being is at least 100 years or not more than 1 lakh years. So the lifespan keep on changing according to the merits and the punyas of the human being performing in their contemporary age. Like now, as and the Buddha arrives when the lifespan is in the decreasing mode, when it was 120 years at the time of the Gautama Buddha. Now, still it is decreasing and it decreases 1 year in 100 years.
Now, if we talk about the ethnography description of Maitreya Buddha, that will be almost same as the Gautam Buddha. He will be always shown as a sitting position and in the lotus. Sometimes he can be shown in the standing position, and in the mudras are always in the Dhammatak mudra or Varad mudra, sometimes in the Abhay mudra too. In some time we can see at the foot of his palm and the sign of Dhamchak symbol, and in his head we can see the crown, and his face will be very compassionate with a smiling face.
Maitreya is proposed to be reborn at Ketumati, which is identified from the place in Varanasi. And I think that Varanasi, why it was destined that Maitreya will be born at Ketumati. I think that because Buddha has given his first sermon at Isipattan Sarnath, that is very near to Varanasi, ancient Kasi or Varanasi. So it is going to, as per the concept of Maitreya Buddha, we consider that the Maitreya Buddha is going to take form in the consider a future Buddha, and future Buddha is supposed to revive the Buddhist teachings once again in modern world whenever he will get born.
Several esteemed scholars from various universities across India reflect on Maitreya's significance within the context of Varanasi.
Maitreya Buddha will be the future Buddha, and he will take birth in the Bhagavakalpa, means auspicious eon. According to the Pali and Sanskrit Buddhist literature, he will take birth in the city of Ketumati, which will be the city of Varanasi.
As we look towards the future, it unfolds with myriad possibilities, shaped by innovation, sustainability, and evolving human aspirations.
मैत्रेय बुद्ध या मैत्रेय नाथ जो पाली में है, जो संस्कृत में मैत्रेय है, वो फ्यूचर बुद्ध है। मतलब जो ट्रेडिशन है, जो परंपरा है, उसके हिसाब से है कि गौतम बुद्ध के बाद जो बुद्ध आएंगे वो मैत्रेय बुद्ध होंगे, और इनका जन्म होगा केतुमती। केतुमती जो सिटी है, वो जो लिटरेचर में जिसका वर्णन है, वो हमारे वाराणसी में जो काशी है, वहां पे ये केतुमती शहर है। और इसका वर्णन बहुत सारे जो पाली के टेक्स्ट हैं उसमें भी है। आप जो वंश लिटरेचर है, वंश साहित्य, पाली भाषा का एक बहुत ही फेमस प्रसिद्ध वो साहित्य है, उसमें वंश लिटरेचर है, दीपवंश, महावंश और अनागत वंश। तो अनागत वंश में भी जो फ्यूचर बुद्ध हैं उनके बारे में, जो आने वाले बुद्ध हैं उनके बारे में उसका वर्णन आपको मिलता है।
While we navigate the sacred landscape of Varanasi to uncover Ketumati, the birthplace of Maitreya.
References to the Maitreya Buddha in the Sakkabhuti Simhanada Sutta of the Digha Nikaya and the Mahavamsha of the Khuddaka Nikaya of the Pali Canon and other Mahayana Buddhist texts like Mahavastu, Lotus Sutra, Mahayana Sutra Lankara, etc. According to this Sakkabhuti Simhanada Sutra, the Maitreya Buddha will appear in Varanasi, Ketumati, after the end of the present Buddha. It describes poverty, corruption, and crime as the fundamental causes of downfall of humanity and suggests noble duties of the king, government, as an antidote to overcome these challenges.
We find that it will not merely retain its historical and spiritual essence, but will embody the very essence of the Buddha's Dhamma vision. Thank you for joining us on this journey